This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 1, Lesson 3. The focus of this module is on place value of numbers and their relationship on the place value chart. We're going to start this lesson by writing numbers, including the commas, to separate them into the different periods. If you look over at the place value chart, we have groups of 3 for each period. And each of those periods is separated by a comma. So we need to show that when we write these numbers. For question A, I'm going to start by just writing the numbers themselves. And when we figure out where our commas go, we always start from the right and count over 3. So we have ones, tens, hundreds, comma, then we move into our thousands. And do the same thing for the next one. I'll just copy down the digits first. Start from the right, count over ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So I'll repeat that process for the rest of these numbers. In the next section, we'll show that anytime we get 10 in any place value section, we need to compose it and move it into the next highest place value. For question A, we're adding 5 tens plus 5 tens. I'm going to start by shading in both of those add-ins. So I look over on the tens section, I'm going to shade in 5 tens to show the first addend, and I'll shade in 5 more to show the second addend. Since I now have 10 discs shaded in my tens place, that tells me I need to compose these or group these and move them over into my hundreds section. To prove that I can count by tens, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm going to move those over into my hundreds section. That means that 5 tens plus 5 tens is the same thing as 100, which I can also write in number form or standard form. Here's another example. For this one, I'm adding 400,000s to 600,000s. I'll start by shading in the 400,000s. So here's my 100,000s place. I'll shade in 4 of the discs. And then I'll shade in 4 more to show the 600,000s. And that gives me a group of 10 in my 100,000s place. So I'm going to take those 10 discs and compose them into 1 million. So these are gone now. That means that 400,000s plus 600,000s equals 1 million, which I can also write in standard form. Let's look at one more example. Here I'm adding 4,000s to 1,100s. I'll start by shading in my 4,000s. And then I'll shade in the 1,100s. You can see once I shade in the 1,100s that I have a group of 10. So I'm going to take those 10 hundreds and compose them into 1,000. Now, to write my final number, it might help to write the digits in each place value so I know that I'm not forgetting something. So in my thousands place, I have 5 thousands. In my hundreds place, I still have that 100. And then obviously I don't have any tens or ones. So 4,000s plus 1,100s equals 5,100. So this place value chart reinforces that idea that you cannot have 10 of any certain number in a place value. Once you reach that 10, then you need to compose it and move it over to the next highest place value.